And we have everyone from the waiting room. You're good to go.
Mayor, you're on mute.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the Voorhees Township Committee meeting of August 8, 2022. Would everyone please rise and join me in a salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we have a roll call, please?
Ms.
we have a-
Steproy,
Present.
Mr. Platt,
Yes, here.
Mr. Ravitz,
Here.
Mrs. Cito,
Here.
Mayor Vignona.
Here.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Do know this meeting has been published by the clerk in both the Courier Post and Inquirer newspapers, as well as electronic notice is required by law. Also, a copy of the annual meeting notice has been posted on the bulletin board outside the Township Clerk's office. Muted, Mayor.
Mayor, you're muted.
Sorry, I had to cough. Our first matter this evening is the first reading of an ordinance amending the code of the Township of Voorhees to be entitled Vacant and Abandoned Properties, Notice, Registration, and Fees, providing for purpose, intent, and applicability of the ordinance requiring the registration and maintenance of certain real property by mortgages, providing for penalties and enforcement, as well as the regulation, limitation, and reduction of registrable real property within the township, providing for severability, repealer, codification, and an effective date. Is there a motion on the first reading of this ordinance?
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Our next portion is the public portion for resolutions only. If anyone from the public has any comments on any of our resolutions this evening, please join in.
Don't have any comments, just please raise your hand. Seeing no hands raised, move to close public portion.
Second.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public portion for resolutions is closed. Our resolutions this evening are resolution number 222-22, memorializing executive session from July 18th, 2022. Number 223-22, rescinding resolution number 194-22, authorizing the distribution of estimated tax bills. Resolution number 224-22, establishing the extension of the third quarter grace period. Number 225-22, approving adjustments to records of the tax assessor. Number 226-22, authorizing purchases through the state contract SHI International Corp. Number 227-22, authorizing purchases through state contract Motorola Solution. Resolution number 228-22, authorizing the submission of a grant application for the Voorhees Township Fire Department. $19,823 personal protective equipment DCA. Number 230-22, approving the acceptance of a performance guarantee for Ritz Auto SPA, Block 139, Lot 31. Resolution number 231-22, approving the release of a maintenance guarantee for Rave Patel, Block 288, Lot 12, formerly Haddonfield Building Group, Block 292, Lot 1.01. Resolution number 232-22, authorizing the issuance of one plenary retail consumption liquor license to the highest qualified bidder pursuant to the public sale. Number 233-22, authorizing the publication of a notice of intent to award contract under a cooperative pricing agreement with Sourcewell for the purchase of a 4-ton Falcon RME asphalt hot patcher dump trailer. Resolution number 234-22, authorizing the award of a contract under a cooperative pricing agreement for one wheel loader case 321F HST4 model from Groff Tractor Mid-Atlantic LLC. Resolution number 235-22, awarding a bid to SWERP Inc. for the sewer pipeline rehabilitation project. Resolution number 236-22, approving change order number 1 to Marshall LLC Sewer Department Roof Project, $1,018.50 increase. Resolution number 237-22, approving the ratification of a memorandum of agreement between the Township of Voorhees and Voorhees Township Police Department senior officers. Resolution number 238-22, appointing Jonathan Kornatzer to the position of mechanic in the Voorhees Township Department of Public Works. And resolution number 239-22, appointing Kevin Baxter to the position of truck driver in the Voorhees Township Department of Public Works. Do I have a motion on those resolutions?
So moved.
second,
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none.
Mr. Mayor, sorry. I just need to abstain from the July 18th executive session. I was present at the meeting, but not for the executive session, but everything else is fine.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
aye,
Opposed? So carried. We will be moving into an executive session following the public portion of the meeting. Mr. Long?
Yes, that is correct, Mayor. Discuss some
Okay.
matters of personnel.
All right, so I will make a motion to go into executive session following the public portion. Is there a second?
Second.
second,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
aye,
Opposed? Our next is approval of our minutes from July 18th, 2022, our registrar's report for June 2022, our tax collector's report for July 2022, our treasurer's report for June 2022, our treasurer's report for July 2022, and approval of bills for August 8th, 2022. Do I have a motion for approval of those?
Motion.
Motion. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Next is comments from our committee. I want to remind everyone that this coming Thursday, we will have our next show in our summer concert series, Thursday, August 11th at Connolly Park, featuring the Beatles, a Beatles tribute. The beer garden and food trucks will be opening at 6:30, and the show itself starts at 7:30. It is free and it is a great night. Secondly, apparently I'm no longer the only grandparent on our township committee. I want to wish Harry Platt congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
birth of his grandson, Samuel Asher. Harry, mazel tov to you and the entire
Thank
Platt
you.
family. Very, very happy for you.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you very much, everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mazel tov,
Um,
Harry.
Thank you, Jason.
Any other comments from our committee this evening? Okay, our final portion is our public portion. If anyone from the public has any comments, please join in.
Again, if anyone is from the public wants to join in, just raise your hand using the Zoom function. Looks like we have one comment. Mr. Pinardo.
Yes, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Good evening.
So I have some concerns about what's going on in my neighborhood with some of my neighbors. The first one, which you guys have been dealing with, is Mark Wartenheimer. I understand that there has been fines brought up against him, but yet nothing changes. This weekend, he was bringing even more things in. And it was like 10 o'clock at night and he's out there unloading trailers of just everything and anything. It's just junk. And the house is literally an eyesore in my neighborhood. I
Mr. Pinard,
understand,
Mr. Pinard, just so we know, what's your address and what neighborhood are you referring to? Just so everybody knows.
okay, my address is 1107 Hudson Avenue,
Okay.
and it's I guess it's Ashland Terrace.
Ashland, yep, okay.
Mayor, I could speak on this, Mayor. I know we have filed a municipal court action, which we've, Donna Platt, our prosecutor, has been active in trying to get this property cleaned up. We certainly are not saying this is acceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable the condition this property is in. We found that he was convicted of various municipal ordinance violations and had a significant fine imposed. He has then appealed that to the Superior Court, and we've had some interactions with at the Superior Court level, a couple of hearings. He is moving to stay the judgment and that was issued in municipal court, which the judge has granted. So we've been limited as to whether we could, ideally, we wanted to go in the next day after he was found guilty in municipal court, clean everything up and then lien the property. He's been granted a stay in Superior Court, so we're prevented from doing that right now, but we are actively seeking to enforce the judgment that was granted in municipal court. Just unfortunately, right now it's tied up at the Superior Court level. But I can certainly assure you, we are doing everything possible on our end to get that property cleaned up, because we are certainly in agreement that it's absolutely unacceptable. So our code officer has been out there several times, including just this afternoon, to provide updates to provide to the court as to the status of the property. And as soon as we can legally get that thing cleared up, if he doesn't do it on his own, we will take every step possible to do so.
Okay. He has a couple cars that are not even, they don't even have tags on them, has a tag.
Yep.
Is there anything that you can do to resolve that?
We're doing it. It just tied up in the Superior Court now. Hopefully we are successful. I would anticipate we will be eventually of getting that order confirmed from the municipal court level at the Superior Court level. And once we do, the property will be cleaned up.
Okay.
But unfortunately right now, the Superior Court judge has told us we cannot enter the property now and do it ourselves. He's trying to give him as much time as possible to clean it up himself. So that leash will run out.
The judge should come down our street.
He's seen pictures. I can assure you he has. Yeah, I think the latest update is that he has until the 18th of August, or the 18th of August to get it cleaned. Then we are coming back the end of August. I forget exactly what date, but the last week in August to have another update with the judge. But he has seen the pictures. We're trying, and as soon as we can. I know it's been a long, drawn out process, and that's frustrating us. I'm sure it's more than frustrating for you, but that's we've communicated to the judge as well. But yeah, we are doing everything we can.
Unfortunately, my neighborhood seems to be going that way with a couple residents here. The other one is 1103 Woody Corson. I've been here for 26 years, 24 years. Woody was here when I moved in. I have no problem with Woody, but his son-in-law has moved in, and now there's cars all over the place. You can see that as well. There's Christmas decorations, there's bins, there's about 40 ladders just everywhere around the house, along with two cars. One is a Pontiac Grand Prix that when you walk past it, smells like fuel. The cops came after several calls. The cops did show up and they red tagged it, but his son-in-law took the tag off. I called again. They're aware of the situation, but nothing ever changes. And there's also a truck that was last registered in 2000, registration 2015, but apparently, I guess it's still current, up to date. And that's another one. They're just being used for storage facilities. That's all they are. So
If you could, in addition to the police, our code enforcement officer, Joe Hale, I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but you could contact Joe Hale, the code enforcement officer, and he certainly will come out and take a look and assess.
We can contact Joe directly. We'll make a note to Joe to please go take a look at 1103. We also happen to have our chief of police here on our meeting this evening also. So perhaps he can send somebody out to take a look at it. And if between the two of them, hopefully we can get that cleaned up for you, Mr. Bernardo.
I'll have the traffic unit follow up on the red tag vehicles. The statute requires a period of time before you can do anything with it, even if he did remove it. But I'll see where they are with that and make sure that we're following up.
what is that period of time? May I ask?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but once you give them notice like that, it could be 30 days, I'm guessing.
I was going to say 30 or 60 was I had in my mind, Chief. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but we'll certainly get that answer for you.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to see these properties like that either.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Lastly, I'm going to read. Lastly, I'd like to ask committee to amend the property maintenance regulations so residents like these aren't allowed to let their properties get this and become eyesores. If you haven't driven down Hudson, and I suggest, I'm sorry, I had this written out weeks ago, suggest you do. And that's really what I'm looking for. I just want my neighborhood cleaned up. My values are going down. You know, we all want the same thing in life.
It's a shame that you even have to worry about that. But unfortunately, you're not, we hear things like that more often than we like to hear them. And it's really just a matter of respect and courtesy for people to take care of their properties. But we will do what we can to help clean up that street for you, sir. And we'll be in touch with you.
I appreciate the time, you guys. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
good night. Anybody else from the public have any comment, please join in.
Seeing no other hands raised, move to close public portion.
Second,
All those in favor? Aye.
aye.
Opposed? The public portion is closed and we will be moving into an executive session. Good evening.
Evening, everyone.
All right, so John, if you could have us go into the exec. Thanks.
Yep, one moment. I'm sending everyone this time, correct? Or Chief Poland, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, John.
Do you see the thing on your screen to join the session?
John,
The-
that might be old. I sent
Here's
that when I was in there.
Yeah, I say there's a box down the bottom that says join breakout. You want me to click that?
Yes.
I would, did they just ask you about it, John?
D sent me a text
Okay. How long ago?
about 10 minutes.
He might not be needed.
Okay.
All right. How are you, Joe? How are you, Donovan?
Good, Chief. How are you?
I'm great, Joe. Summer treating you well?
Absolutely. How about yours?
So far so good. Busy. That's all right.
Good.
I prefer busy.
Me too.
Any trips planned for the rest of the summer?
No, I got nothing coming up. How about you?
A couple work things, really. A couple day trips. That's it.
Oh,
Down to the
nice.
beach.
Very nice.
Deputy Mayor, I'm making a motion to adjourn.
Okay, second. Adjourn.
Okay.
We're adjourned. Sorry, I
All
don't
in
have all the
favor?
language.
All in favor?
Hi, everybody. Have a
Good night,
great night.
everyone.
Good night,
All right.
everybody.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
All right, everyone.
Bye.
Chris, are you still on? Oh, he's gone.